recognize Ms. Dexter for 5 minutes of questioning.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. French, for joining us today. And I also want to acknowledge your 34 years of experience in leadership. Thank you. That experience is exactly why I want to have an honest conversation with you about the proposed repeal of the roadless rule, because I think you know the science here as well as or better than anyone in this room. But before we get to the science, I want the committee to hear the words from some American people. When the public comment period opened, over 500,000 Americans wrote in to support keeping the roadless rule. I'd like to read two of them into the record. From an Oregonian, quote, "I was born in Oregon and I have grown up in Oregon. They say home never follows you but always calls to you. I want my future children to enjoy the same amenities I did growing up. As I have grown, I have realized that Oregon is a gem that needs to be left alone," end quote. And from a Wyoming resident, one of the most conservative states in this country, quote, "Public lands are something we can all be proud of together. They are one of the last remaining vestiges of freedom and community. Please don't allow any more of Wyoming to be taken from Wyomingites," end quote. This is the same message coming from two very different places, but sharing a love for the public lands. Now, Mr. French, I'm sure you've already seen the study published this past January in Fire Ecology that examined every national forest wildfire from 1992 to 2024. My colleague, Representative Lee, referred to that, I believe, in some of its findings earlier. It found that wildfire ignition density was lower in designated wilderness and roadless areas and significantly higher in lands within 50 meters of a road. It's clear to me that, according to the science, wildfire risk is not a legitimate justification behind the repeal of the roadless rule. I'll also thank the chair for bringing in the 2021 study submitted into the record by OSU. That article actually, the foundational finding was roadless national forests in the American West burn more often and at a slightly higher severity than national forests with roads, but the end result for the roadless forests is greater fire resilience. And I think that's something that we all want, and so I thank the chair for his submission. So I want to get to your questions. Mr. French, your agency has said that you won't be letting go of those scientists that have been serving in, sorry, I'll back up. I want to talk about the Pacific Northwest Research Station in Portland. This institution is over 100 years old. It employs 246 permanent scientists and staff and has spent a century building that place-based scientific understanding of exactly the ecosystems that the roadless rule protects that have led to these studies quoted today, conducting long-term research on wildlife, wildfire, and water. Mr. French, your agency has said that you won't be letting go of those scientists and that they have the option to be relocated. Is that correct?
We are evaluating the facilities. We are not letting go any of the scientists. We are essentially trying to accommodate our employees, including R&D across our facilities that the majority are underutilized or have costs associated with leases that are outstripping the funding we're getting from Congress.
So I appreciate that, and yet the Forest Service budget proposed for next year completely eliminates the entire research and development budget. How do you plan to pay those 246 staff if they do decide to stay without any money?
Our reorganization and our facilities work is based on our current budgets from Congress. We will continue to fund our scientists based on the congressional budgets that we receive. Every year, I watch administrations propose a presidential budget, a House budget, a Senate budget. I wait for the final budgets to be able to decide where we're going with things.
Understood, and I just am rushing because of time. So the executive branch runs the agencies. They are accountable for the agencies. If they're not proposing a budget, that suggests to Congress that that is not a priority for this administration. And in a Congress where the majority party is the same party as the administration, they are generally deferential to the president's recommended budget. Is that your experience?
Not in 2026, because the 2026 president's budget eliminated funding for our state and private programs, all of our research and development programs, as well as reducing the National Forest System management, I think, by 30%, and that's not the budget that Congress passed.
Okay, so I acknowledge that, and we will continue to work together, I believe, because I do believe that you want to protect our national forests, and those research scientists are absolutely foundational to that. Will you commit to providing this committee the agency's specific plan for the future of staff and research continuity at the Pacific Northwest Research Station?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, we're evaluating it right now. We're working through how to both eliminate management layers but retain the science when we are finished with those and after I've presented it to our employees, because I think that's more important first. Then we'll sit down and talk with you about what that evaluation looks like.
Thank you very much. I yield back. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
The gentleman